Hello, chronic illness warriors. Welcome to the Going Beyond Coping channel. My name is Dawn Super, and I help people cope with chronic illness and pain. Today is Transformation Tuesday, and I'm talking about separating self-care and selfish. Before I get into it, I'd like to remind you to subscribe. If you're on a computer, you can see a little orange square. If you click on that, it will subscribe you to the channel. If you're on your mobile, you can go scroll down a little and click on the channel and subscribe that way as well. Subscribing will help get my message of coping out to more people who need to hear it. I'm making these videos, I'm shooting for every weekday, and every day we'll just be talking about something, thinking outside the bottle, outside of medication, supplements, diet, exercise, and into the things in our head that can make us have more symptoms. I'm a little tired today, so in case you couldn't tell. All right, so selfish, the definition of selfish is lacking consideration for others, concerned chiefly with one's own personal profit or pleasure. It doesn't say anything about being concerned about your own survival. It can be difficult to have people who understand that you need more of certain things than they do. You have challenges, be it sleepiness, pain, itching, what have you. You need more, and that doesn't make you selfish. Unfortunately, a lot of the things you can give to yourself, you don't need to get them from other people, which is why they call it self-care. And they're very good for you to do. Like if you have pain or sleep disorders, naps are considered self-care. Not sleeping the whole day away just to be lazy, but responding to your body's need to sleep with sleeping. Stretching, if you have pain, don't wait for yoga class. Stretch any time you can. I'm going to do a video about intrinsic stretching that's helped me a lot with my chronic pain. Quiet time and alone time. Often even just being around people, we can feel that on us, and it can exacerbate our symptoms. So being by yourself, even if you're just in a small room like the bathroom, can help block off all the outside stuff and help you just tune into you a little bit. The more you can notice the way your meat suit operates, all right? And meat suits don't come with instruction manuals. There's no book you can look up. Okay, so this is happening. What do I do now? Press this button and no, you don't get any of that. So you have to figure out your own operating instructions, and the best way to do that is to notice what's going on and what you need. And you can't tune into your body and what it might need if you're busy thinking about other people, other things, situations, etc. You have to have some quiet time and not monkey mind time. If you're still working on learning to clear your mind, I have a video on the channel called Killing the Monkey in Your Mind Without Meditation. There's no law that says you have to do it exactly perfectly or you'll never clear your mind. That's not a rule. And you're already living by a different set of rules if you have chronic illness. So if you want to have a clear mind, check it out. It might help you. I'll link it at the end, actually, where I can choose what video comes next. I'll make sure that's one of them. Meal prep is self-care. Spending 2 hours on a Saturday to make sure you eat good Monday through Friday, that's taking up time that you could be spending doing things with other people and can be seen as selfish. but you're feeding yourself. Survival. Other people can do it every day. I can't. I can't make a meal every day. It's too much for me. So I make it on Saturday and then I eat it throughout the week. Meditative things, not specifically meditation for those of you who haven't been able to accomplish that yet, but anytime you can zone out and turn off the chatter, that's a meditative thing. If while chopping wood, you're thinking of nothing but where the axe is going to land and splitting it and which side it's going to fall on, that's meditative. So I met a person over the weekend who is showing symptoms of narcolepsy, and they said, I thought it was just the kind of thing where you just fall asleep without any kind of warning. And for much of my life, that's how it was. I didn't see it coming. I would just be awake and talking one minute and out the next. And over the course of the 38 years that I've had symptoms of narcolepsy, I've discovered certain things happen inside my brain. I call it a tell. It's how I can tell I'm going to need a nap. And I've spoken with other people with narcolepsy who also have a tell. And for the way I describe it for myself is if I ignore my tell, or before I knew I had a tell, I would be like, I can do this, I got this, I'm a champion. And you just fight it past the point of being able to keep going. Like diabetic may have a tell where they know their blood sugar is starting to drop. And if they do something to take care of that, they'll be okay. If they don't, they're going to drop. And it's like that with narcolepsy. It's like that with a lot of things. If you don't give your body what it needs, you suffer more from more symptoms. Doing these things isn't going to fix you. I'm not saying that you can fix yourself. I still have 9 disabling disorders and I'm symptomatic almost 24/7. But noticing I had a tell and being able to get a nap in there before it happened, I could avoid it happening altogether. I didn't have those same symptoms because I gave my body what it needed and took a nap. And that doesn't work the same for everybody. You've got to put everything through the U filter because just because the diagnosis is the same doesn't mean the manifestation of the symptoms is the same. No comparison. So it's not just narcolepsy. It's, like I mentioned, diabetes. It's taking care of your blood sugar and doing what you need to do to prevent the symptoms getting worse. For pain disorders, going to an event and sitting, even when other people are standing, that's self-care. I mean, some people may look at it as selfish, but that is their limited belief. If they can't expand their consciousness to accept that you can still be patriotic sitting through the national anthem, that's their limitation, not yours. So when you skip your self-care, when you push yourself to do things for other people, or you deny yourself things to make someone else happy, or because you think it's what other people expect of you, you're giving yourself and the world not as good version of yourself as you would if you self-cared. So when I know I need a nap, I'm not the best anything. I'm not the best friend, the best wife, the best mother, the best employee, the best whatever, friend. I'm just not at my best. So if I pull back and take care of that need, then I can come back with a better version of myself to give to other people. And that's like the exact opposite of selfish, is that, you're putting your own oxygen mask on first before you're helping others, instead of running out of air so that you can help other people. heard the phrase a long time ago, after me, you come first. And it was said in such a way that conveyed that the person was going to always do for themselves before they did for other people. And it's hard to hear it a different way if you've heard it that way. But in the term of self-care, after me, you're my next priority. So after me, you come first. It means I got to take care of me so that I can be able to take care of you. So your best weapons in coping with chronic illness and I'm going to say instituting, implementing. My brain is not pulling the words for me this morning. Self-care. Like, you need to learn to make it a part of your regular. So knowing yourself, self-care, and boundaries will give you more coping than you can imagine. When you can feel good about yourself, your life, the way you're walking through the world, everything's just a little bit easier. I got this, right? Like, life is constantly throwing things at you. It never stops, and it never will. And it's so important to take care of yourself so that you're ready for whenever anything comes, whether it's good or bad, you're ready for it. Because you'll not only feel better for you, but other people will notice, and they'll be more grateful for the you that they get to spend time with. I hope that helped a little. Being called selfish for taking care of yourself is a challenge, and it's really important that you hold on to you and acknowledge that without the thing, you're not going to be as much you as you can be. So transform yourself today to work on that. Transform yourself into someone who thinks about their self and taking care of their self. This is the only ride you got for the rest of your years on this planet. So invest. That's it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really like to help other people cope with chronic illness and pain. Make it a great day, warriors. The choice is always